They say that I wanted everything to fall apart when it's haunting me. 'Cause my only crime was hoping there is something more than this loneliness I feel. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire. We're fire. Maybe if we took a moment long enough to realize how alike we are, that not everything is broken. 'Cause you know me better than anyone by far. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire. We're fire. Two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire. We're fire.
Touch me, love when you put your hands on me. Touch me, love when you put your hands on me. Touch me, love when you put your hands on me. Trust me, watch me, give you a good time. Touch me, love when you put your hands on me. Love when you put your hands on me. Give you a good time. Give you a good.
From our arc.
Give you a good time. Give you a good.
Alright guys, we're gonna get started here. We are gonna get started here. And there we are. Guys, welcome back to the Litter Box. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. Let me just, there I am. Okay. Let me just make a quick adjustment here. Alright. There we go. Now the face. Okay. Good. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to play another relaxing hidden object game today because it is Sunday and I like to relax on Sunday. And so we are going to play The Secret Order 2 Masked Intent. So I know we got a little bit of a jump start on it last Sunday because I finished the first one quicker than I anticipated. But we're gonna start this one from the beginning for the benefit of those that didn't get to see it from the beginning. And there we go. So let's spark it up. There we go. That's better.
So that storm got to you, eh? 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 So that storm got to you, eh?
Alright. Here we go, guys. The Secret Order 2 Masked Intent.
For centuries, the secret order of the Griffins has protected all of us. They quietly keep the balance between peace and chaos. Today, the Order has initiated Nathan Williams, the youngest ever member. As Nathan gazes at the picture of his late parents, his heart is suddenly filled with an unforgotten hunger for vengeance. With his new ring, he is able to open the Order's central safe, where closely guarded artifacts are concealed. The moment he puts on the mask, venom is unleashed.
Meanwhile, at your father's house.
Sarah, it's your father. You have to help us. Nathan betrayed us. He took the mask. His eyes. Listen carefully. Find the brooch in the hall, then get to the Naval Museum. My old friend Christopher is the curator. The museum has an extensive security system, but there's a secret way in. Look for signs from legends. Find Christopher. He'll help you, but be careful, Sarah. Nathan will come after you. Oh no. He's here!
Alright, I'm gonna need a key for that. There's the key. There we go. Okay, so how did we do this before? Let's see. Okay. There we go. Oh, I got Brainiac and Lucky. Nice. Finish a hidden object scene in under a minute. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
What was that? Was it Nathan? My father said he'd come. What happened to Griffin headquarters? My father was in there. I have to find Christopher and figure out what's going on.
So that storm got to you, eh?
Alright, there's Medusa. under a minute. Nice. So what achievements did I get? Finish a hidden object scene under 1 minute. Finish a hidden object scene without a hint. Okay. Okay, so now... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, here we go. I love how they just leave, like, random shit scattered around on the lawn, you know?
The images on those banners remind me of a story.
Thousands of years ago, the tiny kingdom of Erenhard rose from obscurity to the heights of power. In just a few decades, they created the biggest empire in history. Their greatest king, Amadon, ruled for more than 2 lifetimes. According to legend, he drew his power from 2 artifacts, a scepter and a mask.
Alright. Okay, I was home, sitting on the couch, old memories washing over me. I'm on vacation for a week visiting my parents. Was all alone in the house, so I picked up the diaries as a kid, just started the first entry when the phone rang. Usually have a sixth sense about these things, but my father's phone call caught me by surprise. It shocked me to think Nathan tricked everyone in the Order of the Griffins. I got to stop him. Dad put his trust in me. I can't let him down outside the Secret 5. I'm one of the few people who know the Order's secrets. Okay. Christopher Wallace is my father's oldest... One of my father's oldest and dearest friends. They've been through a lot together. Brooch is a family heirloom. Dad always told me if there's trouble with the Order, first thing I should do is reassemble the brooch. Small, but it's very powerful. I've got it now, there's no time to waste. Seeing the scepter and mask together like this reminds me of a story. Their greatest King Amadon ruled for 150 years. After his death, the Empire fell into ruin. Okay. Spearhead to get this out. Okay. Now, I can go to the Aphrodite statue. Put the bezel in. And I'm still missing one piece. Alright, what do we have here?
Who's there? What do you want? Get out of here. Oh, is that you, Sarah? You might not remember me. We met when you were little.
And I don't talk
So
with
Nathan
my
has
mouth
taken
moving.
the mask and awakened the evil forces. I'm afraid we're in big trouble. There was a scepter, the mask's other half, so to speak. Together, the artifacts kept each other in balance. But the last person who really knew anything about the scepter was a wayfarer, and I believe he was executed in the 17th century. Oh, I told your father not to trust Nathan. I had a feeling something like this would happen. Here's a letter I wrote to him. It was returned, unread.
Dear Gordon, it seems like such a long time since we last spoke. I miss our boisterous conversations, but I know your duties as head of the Secret Five keep you overwhelmed with responsibilities, including the upcoming initiation of Nathan Williams. I don't trust him, Gordon. As you know, I believe that nothing happens by chance. I think Nathan is connected to what happened to the Secret Five last month. We're all still mourning the death of Linus, and I am truly thankful that the rest of you survived. However, it seems too convenient that Nathan just happened to be in that place at that time, and managed to save only 4 of you, and now he's about to fill the empty spot. I'm convinced that nothing about this day was an accident. Please meet with me before the ceremony so we can discuss this. Your friend, Christopher. Alright, so we found the mythical signs. I used to come here a lot as a child. My father would tell me stories with the Secret Order. Using the artifact replicas here to dazzle his awestruck daughter. Okay. We'd all listen to Christopher Wallace. He never trusted Nathan. Now the mask has fallen into his evil hands. But there's hope. According to legend, reuniting the mask and the scepter will bring harmony to both objects. The mask and the scepter are like yin and yang. When they are together, both energies are in harmony. If we don't find the scepter, Nathan's power will continue to grow. Christopher's research says there was a wayfarer in the 17th century who knew the exact location of the scepter. I have to get to him before his execution occurs in the timeline.
I see you have the brooch. It can help you gain access to tools with enormous power. There is a hollow behind the display cabinet to my left with a similar shape. I'm curious to see what happens if you use the brooch.
Let's see. Christopher should rightfully have been named to the Secret Five. But when Linus Tarot died, the director had elected Nathan Williams instead in recognition of his great heroism. Or lack thereof. When the gang attacked the Secret Five, Nathan drove them away. Only Linus Tarot died, the other 4 were spared through Nathan's intervention. But Christopher was always suspicious about what happened that night. He told Dad not to trust Nathan, but my father ignored him. Christopher knew where to find the secret room, but he couldn't open it. My family's brooch seems to be complete. Some pieces are missing. Okay. We'll come back to that later. Okay. Let's check out this boat. Okay, so I need a screwdriver. Alright. I need to get that harpoon off somehow. Oh, fish tank. I love fish. Fish, fish, fish. I could sit here all day and just watch this, even if it's like a TV fish tank. I love it. Okay. let's get that lamp, because we're gonna need it for the dark room.
I remember Grandpa telling me about the scepter and the mask.
Several hundred years ago, an ancient scroll surfaced, and the details it contained led a Griffin research team to Amadon's tomb. Although they secured the mask and the scepter on the Royal Griffin, a few days later, a thief stole the scepter.
Christopher knew where to find the secret room. Okay, my grandpa said a 17th century Griffin research team found an ancient scroll that showed the exact location of Amadon's grave. The mask and the scepter were buried with him. The Order took the artifacts to store them in a protective vault, but the scepter was stolen in transit. I now have a screwdriver. Okay, so now let's figure out this puzzle. That wasn't so hard. Ooh, a secret room. I love secret rooms. Because they contain goodies. Okay. Let's see, the belt buckle is there. The barometer is there. The handgun is there. Alright, I got quick finger. Okay. Now, is there an achievement for not making a mistake? Without using a hint. Okay. Alright. So, finish all the object scenes without a hint, and finish the puzzles without skipping. Alright. Let's see, there's a pirate hook. Take that. We'll make the letter R. There's the dolphins. There's the chessboard. Is that a crowbar? Yep, that's a crowbar. That's the halberd. A grappling hook. A ring. And a flag. I think my laundry's done. Let's see. I'll be right back.
Touch me. Love when you put your hands on me. Touch me. Love when you put your hands on me. Touch me. Love when you put your hands on me. Trust me. Touch me. Give you a good time. Touch me. Love when you put your hands on me. Give you a good time. Give you a good. Give you a good time. Give you a good.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go, on we'll go.
All right, we're back. Just had to throw my laundry in the dryer, and got a jar of mixed nuts I can munch on. All right. So let's see. All right, we need something for that. Wait, is there something else in there? Okay, I don't see it. Tower, I guess I could say something. Busy making lunch and printing stuff still. Tower, welcome back to the litter box. Tower, were you here last night when my stream got interrupted? If so, I want to apologize because for some reason my computer stopped wanting to use the internet. Even though the internet was not down in our house. There was nothing wrong with the internet itself. I don't know what the hell happened, but I only half pay attention. Well, I can't fault you for being an honest man, Tower. I suppose if I watched my show, I'd probably only half pay attention too. But anyway, thank you for being here, Tower, and I just wanted to apologize for, Tower. Printers had a good chunk of my attention last night. And that's, that's perfectly understandable because, I mean, that's kind of how you make your living, At least I think that's kind of how you make your living. I may be wrong. I know the printers are very important to you in some aspects, so. Twitch is in the background. Oh, just a hobby? Okay. Alright, well that sounds good. Well, thank you for joining me again, Tower, today. And again, I want to apologize to you and the people that were on last night for my stream just disappearing for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I got this computer last year, and I'm still working out the bugs. So, I make next to nothing on printing. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like your 3D printing is like my streaming, because I don't make any money on this. I'm not a money streamer. I just do this to hang out with you guys and have a good time and relax and, you know, take my mind off the world going fucking insane. So, all right, what's this? Royal Griffin, 1648. The Royal Griffin was operated by sailors for centuries. They protected humanity across the globe. According to official records, the Royal Griffin was destroyed after its withdrawal from service. In fact, it was hidden in the Naval Museum. The Royal Griffin allows its passengers to disembark at any time in history. Yep. Okay.
The Royal Griffin is hidden somewhere inside the museum? So the time machine isn't just a legend.
Nope.
Well, I certainly can't go running around looking for a frigate. I'll wait here, and you go find something that leads to the time machine. But hurry, Sarah. Nathan could pounce at any moment.
He can't go running around looking for a frigate. Oh, yeah. I love putting nuts in my mouth. Oh yeah, I don't have the key to that yet. But I do have this. Okay, so I already took care of that, so that's just something to look at. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right, the cogwheels are missing. Oh, dagnabbit, I know they're around here somewhere. Here we go. What's this? Press the cam so that all of them are back inside the hull at the same time. There we go. That's a tiny cogwheel. So that means it goes here. Okay. I know that goes there. Okay. Now we're going to use this big cogwheel here. Ah, shit. I've done this before. Alright, let me think. There we go. Ah, yes, yin and yang. Alright. My family's heirloom brooch opened a secret door leading to a cave beneath the Naval Museum. Inside the cave is the legendary Royal Griffin. It's a triple-mast ship with a special ability to take its passenger to any point in history. I'm going to use it to get the scepter. Alright. Ah, there we go. Boom! Now we're gonna go to the poop deck. What's this? A crank? The Royal Griffin's ability to take voyagers to any time period in history has been a closely guarded secret. Based on several first-hand reports, Griffin leaders deemed it too dangerous for most people to handle. However, the decision was made to hide the Griffin rather than destroy it, as the Order must retain the ability to revisit past events and emergency situations. As an added precaution, we've hidden the navigation instruments, the time stone, the sextant, and the compass. May luck accompany you on your path. Okay. Royal Griffin isn't quite ready yet. I have to track down the missing navigation instruments before I travel to the 17th century to talk to that wayfarer. Only he knows where I can find the scepter. Alright. I found the compass. And now more goodies. Okay. There's a lamp. 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 That's not a lamp. There's a lamp. Okay. A propeller. A gauntlet. A porthole. A katana. A rapier. An arrow. Shield. Let's see. Here's the horse head. There's binoculars. Here's a rook. And the sextant is, well hidden. The sextant is probably off having sex. There it is. We got the sextant. Goodness, you have got to be kidding me right now. Oh no, I think it broke the whale. You think it broke the whale. You think it broke the whale. Oh, look at this mess. Wow. Ah, the time stone was in the whale. Okay. Now we go back to the frigate.
While you were wandering, I found a contemporary announcement with the exact date of the execution.
Alright, this is helpful. Christopher found a gruesome announcement in the archives that tells us the exact date that Wayfarer was executed. 7/7 of 1677. Alright. Ship key piece. Okay.
Sarah, could you help me to get down to the frigate's hold, please?
Let's see, what's this? Rotate and adjust the rings so that they create an image. Okay. unfortunate accident that happened years ago, so I have to help him find a way to safely lower his wheelchair down as the ship's full. Alright. Ah, the lens is broken. Of course. Wow. This is an impressive library for a ship. If I have to go underwater, I could use this old diving suit. I can find a disguise here, but first Christopher needs my help. Our beloved Griffin Fellowship was founded by nobles in the Middle Ages to protect the vulnerable, help the needy, and support the poor. In order to maintain a solid financial background, our society invested in brilliant scientists throughout the centuries, becoming the owner of great inventions and ideas that revolutionized living standards. Thanks to our innovative approach, we could, among many other things, travel through time to scrutinize important events of the past. However, the more we traveled through time, the more we understood the risks and dangers. At last, the Secret Five, or Secret Directorate, banned time travel. However, we didn't destroy the machine, we hid it, swearing to use it only as a last resort should something horrible happen. Alright. Missing a lens off this telescope.